Hi, I'm Jane Peterson with the Human Systems Institute, and this is the third in my series of short videos. This one focuses on Chairwork. Chairwork is the first step in the constellation facilitation process, and I like to say that good chairwork makes good floor work or table work, if you're doing that. The better you are at this part of the craft, the more effective your representational part of the process will be. You will get to the heart of the issue quickly and deeply and address your client's real concerns effectively. So all constellation facilitation usually starts in the chair with our client. These are purposeful conversations. So if they're done well, these are collaborations with our client where we come together to explore something of interest and value to the client. And I like to say skill is the basis of artistry. So, basic skills like really excellent use of questions is often overlooked in constellation work. We don't stress skill so much in our teaching, we stress effects. We love the drama, but skill is what gets you the best effect for the client. When I first encountered constellation work, I spent a lot of time watching Bert, not only in person, but I also had some of his videos and I watched them over and over and over again. And those of you that know me know that I've learned to use video as an incredibly helpful teaching tool, and it was first for me. As I watched Bert, I began to see what he was keying off of. That, combined with his really impressive understanding of human behavior, led to what looked like these surgical strikes where he would just like come out with something and you would be like, oh, wow. But it's all right there. He wasn't starting from scratch to begin with. He had a lot of training prior to coming into this way of working. And he was very perceptive. It was kind of like sitting next to an eagle with a big eye that could really see right through you. So he was really, really good. And when he would ask a question or something, it was quite precise. It was quite targeted. Chair work is not simple. And I hope that that little description makes you realize that because it's really, this is a high art form. It takes a lot of skill to do it well. There is a lot of information coming at you in the chair from multiple channels. You have a person there, you have yourself to deal with, you may have multiple family members, may have a group, you have a setting, a workshop, there's timing issues. There's just so much going on. And some of the best work I've seen has been done in the chair, just in the chair. One of my favorite stories comes from a colleague. This colleague was having coffee with a friend, just, casual conversation. And the friend was going on and on about her stepmother, how terrible the stepmother was. And after a while, my colleague just kind of sat back and said to this friend, one's own mother is always the best. And that calmed her friend down a great deal because she no longer needed to bash the stepmother when her own mother was given place. That's real artistry. To be able to see that, to be able to offer very surgical understanding in one sentence of what's needed. So chair, we can do so much in the chair. It is really a wonderful place to learn the work. And there's a lot of tasks that we have when we're in the chair that will enable us to either put up a potent representation if we're doing that, or even just, as my colleague demonstrated, just to work with somebody right there in the chair. And Bert did that a lot, by the way. He was really skilled with that. It was really something to watch him work that way. So one of the things we have to do is we have to build trust with our clients. We have to build safety and develop rapport very quickly. We have to get to the core issue, not the surface issue like the stepmother. We have to get to the core issue quickly. We have to know how to address that. We have to be able to use questions well. It's not a trivial skill. We have to be able to listen and observe. There's a honing the instrument of self that is part of this. We have to manage our own state. We have to be able to be present and outward focused. So there's just, as well as being aware of tracking ourselves, there's just a lot that goes on. And I've seen people, copy the form of Bert and other facilitators, sitting there as if they knew what his process was. But that's the form. That's not necessarily understanding what informs that behavior. And, I think there's a lot to learn there. Your client will tell and show you everything you need to know to do good work. The problem is not too little information, it is too much and knowing what to sort for. In addition, you need to engage your client's creativity. You need to get them to buy into the process. You need to correctly identify the smallest number of most useful elements to address the real issue. You need a deep foundation in understanding family patterns and dynamics, and you need to work with speed and precision. And I must say, all of the senior Germans I met when many of you know these folks, when I came into the field, they all arrived with a good understanding of family dynamics. They had been psychiatrists and worked in family systems work already, or they were Gestalt therapists. So they had a basis. Bert came from transactional analysis and a primal scream, and they had a basis from which to work. So this is really important. We need to have some kind of foundation of understanding before we can start to do good chair work. So good chair work lets you put up the most meaningful and potent representation. It helps you understand how your client is going to make sense and meaning of it. You don't have to just put something up and hope the field will show you, because you will have identified the core elements or the core issue and the key elements in the chair. So good chair work lets you pull together all these channels of information that come to you into a coherent and actionable response to your client's concern. There's a lot of artistry here. You can do entire pieces of work in the chair. So I hope you are now intrigued by chair work, that you can respect it and see that it has a lot of possibility for improving the way we do constellation work. It's a beautiful part of our work. I really love it. And one of the things I'm offering this year are these mini intensives. So if this appeals to you, you can sign up for the Chairwork Intensive. It's 3 days spread over 4 to make travel easier. It's a way to become more effective in the chair, more confident on the floor with objects or mats, because you get to the heart of the issue quickly, and to get the client to collaborate and be a partner in the process with you. So I hope you will consider joining me. There are 3 other mini intensives as well. There's one on floor work once you get past the chair work that helps you really be effective working with representations. The 3rd one is on innovation, how to use elements of constellation work in multiple settings in multiple ways. And the last one is like somatic signals, how to work with the body. As you sign up for more of these intensives or workshops, whatever you want to call them, the discounts stack up. So, you can pick and choose what you want. And each one of these is accompanied by an optional 1-day experimental workshop where you can come and innovate with me as we explore some of the possibilities at the edge of constellation work. So I do hope you will join me. Go to my website, www.human-systems-institute.com. Click on the solutions menu item and look for trainings, and the application form is there. Thank you.